This is a ranked battle. He called Ranked Hilarity, and he's in the Vyazma, which I like to call the Vajayjay because of reasons that we might see in this replay. Now, looking at the build viewer program is broken. So for this ship, so you've got Kuznetsov, and this is an experimental ship. So you start with less hit points, but you get a baked-in adrenaline rush, and then you also get better accuracy as you've lost hit points, right? So you start off quite low on hit points, and that really helps you quite a bit. On top of that, you've got Kuznetsov, which gives you the ability to, you know, get a heal if you get low. If you get first kill, first blood, it gives you an extra charge. And it looks to me like you are running, what is this, Potato Quality's build, I think, right? Potato Quality has it his set up like this, where he's gone with Grease the Gears, consumable enhancements for the extra hydro duration, and Adrenaline Rush, Superintendent, Concealment Expert, Outnumbered, and Top Grade Gunner. Personal opinion, I'm not a huge fan on this. You would have dropped Conceal for Consumable Enhancement. Drop the Conceal and Consumable. So for me, I think the skills that are important that are lacking or missing here is one, Priority Target. You absolutely cannot afford to show your side in this boat, so Priority Target is very handy. Ironically enough, Survivability Expert is still handy in this ship. I'm not a big fan of Outnumbered. I get it. If you are outnumbered, if it procs, then it helps with your accuracy. But I just don't see that to be that important in this ship. And so, like, for me, I would look at maybe the buffed AP skill, because you're almost always shooting AP, because these are 406mm guns, which is ridiculous. Outnumbered and ranked is... Thehujam, I disagree, but hey, that's fine. You and I can have different opinions on this. I find that you can make it proc if you are off on your own. But the problem that I have with this skill is what I just said, you're off on your own. And to me, the Vyazma is a ship that you typically want to play with the fleet. Or if you want to play off on your own, fine, but it requires your flank to be secured. So I just have a problem making this work, personal opinion. So I would absolutely go for heavy AP. I know you said you don't do priority target, but I would go priority target. It's ranked. Okay, I get you, but I'd still probably go priority target. I don't remember how I built mine, but I know I tried to build similar to this, and I actually went back to my original build. I think I actually did take Concealment Expert still, just because it helps me to get to a point without being detected, which is very handy. You have a problem with any ship which you need to pop a super heal to have half-decent health. True. Cincinnati and Colombo? Sure. Cincinnati is best on Venezia, though. For upgrades, you've got main armaments mod 1, just your typical anti-blood and fire choice there. I would have gone for engine boost coal mod if you have it. That's how I use it on mine, I think. Turret traverse, because you can't take aiming systems. Propulsion makes sense, concealment makes sense, and then finally reload absolutely makes sense. Okay, let's get into the game then and see how it plays out. You're still amazed Wargaming thought it was a good idea to give 403s a burst fire, right? Seriously. Oh, I don't think I got my initial starting screenshot, so let me do that real quick. Funny side note, these ships start with less health, and so you start the game with holes in your ship already. Just feels odd. But, you know, it's alright.
Maybe they got called in the middle of returning from a battle.
Right? So, in this game here, you can see how you're starting with lower hit point pool. What I almost always do is I trigger a heal and an engine boost right off the bat. Yes, with the ship in ranked, always use the heal right away. Absolutely. So I use the engine boost and the heal. The heal for self-explanatory gets your hit point pool back up a bit again, so you don't get like one-shotted. And then engine boost to get you in a position to use your guns sooner. And on this map and this spawn, I would probably work my way all the way out to the extreme flank. This area here is strong too. You can absolutely make this area work. But to make this area work, it's highly dependent on your flank being secured. And seeing the Valparaiso choosing to leave you is not a good feeling. And a Kexarch is starting the game in reverse is also not something you want to see. This is why this is ranked comedy. I got a Kexarch reversing at the start of the battle for the whole game. Got a customer server report. There you go. All right, we'll call this one comedy. So, Z44 and Jaeger are problematic for you because of their torpedoes. You do have Hydro, so that helps. Blue Hair is absolutely your food, as is the battleships if they show you broadside. Now, Thehujam's got the F key, and for those of you guys who don't play these ships, also, I don't know if Thehujam, if you noticed this or not, there's a fun bug in the game where even if AP was your last used skill, it just throws you on HE. So, I would absolutely be using AP here. And then I would hit the F key to reduce your range. Because, in my opinion, one of the common things that happens to me is I find the enemy and I shoot at them. And then after I shoot at them, I realize I could have used the F key and got 2 shots off on them. Now, if you are able to, like, not deal with that, like, there, then okay. Unfortunately, both your shots missed. And rip your Kitakaze. Another ranked moment, ladies and gentlemen. Kexar just still reversing. Guys, he's a carrier. He's a carrier, guys. He's a carrier. Alright, well, Kitakaze is dead already. Welcome to ranked battles, where the points are made up. The game doesn't matter. Except if you actually want to rank out, in which case, internal screaming. Lots of internal screaming.
Get back.
Alright. Well, you've gotten to the position where you're safe-ish. And because the Jaeger and Z44 have both been spotted, you can actually push into the C-cap here. Very cautiously, but you can do it. Yeah, you see an opportunity to hold a sec, right? If the blue hair comes out in front of you, AP into him would be great. There he is. I would be switching to AP right now. I'd be switching to AP. I don't fire HE that much in this boat. I probably could use to do that more frequently, but I don't. You thought I said 8 turtles screaming instead of internal screaming? Sorry. Oh my god, a Musashi too? Are these guys literally just gonna military parade right past you? They're gonna do that, aren't they? And then you're gonna pop out and Citadel the crap out of all of them? And it's gonna be glorious. You figure he's gonna come straight since you haven't been spotted yet, yeah. And, ladies and gentlemen, the dockyard ship that so many of you guys spent so much of your time and efforts unlocking. Guys, it does not work in ranked. Angry turtle screaming is appropriate for ranked. True, true. But look at what you just did to that stalker. Ooh, Jaeger coming up your butt though is a concern. If he goes to the channel, you just go forward though and probably dodge most of his torps anyways. Oh, he's so nice of him to show you who sits again. Goodbye, blue hair. We barely knew ye. Oh, nope, he didn't die. Interesting. Yeah, exactly, Banjax. I'm not a fan of her. I know some people are like, oh, I can make her work. But, you know, you spend a lot of effort and time in order to make it work. It's not worth it. You know what happens in this match? Why? Are you in the game pod? How do you know? Oh, Jaeger up your butt. Hello, Musashi showing broadside. Let's go. Oof. Oof. 6 citadels. And just like that, he is gone. He does like to post a lot of these gifs and clips, yes. You don't like how you guys all picked EU team leaders. Vaco. Vaco, my friend. I had no choice. I saw Kinemod was available, and therefore I picked Kinemod. Why the heck would you not pick Kinemod, my friend? Now there I might not have F-keyed, but whatever. You bought the dockyard phase on your seal account just to get Cole to get Marcel out of the account. There you go. Don't like phase 2 or 3 of the missions for the actual dockyard itself. You feel like misrepresented by region? Nah. Engine boost I think would be good to use now. Oh, look, your Kexarge is still on the border. He's a carrier, guys. Heal, 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 heal. Heal, 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 heal. You're gonna shoot first, then heal? Heal! Yo, where's your heal? Thehujam, heal, y'all? Hello? Now you're getting greedy. Thehujam's choosing not to heal because he gets the buffed Adrenaline Rush and he gets the buffed Shell Dispersion of his guns. And he figures he's safe. Oh, now he's healing. I like how you just don't care about the Jaeger. I wouldn't either. Thank you, Cthulhu. And broadside Iowa. You want from guaranteed loss to maybe this is gonna be a win in like 3 minutes, right? That's the power of the VJJ, everyone. Nope, I did not, Vaco. I barely have time to watch YouTube for recreational purposes. Barely have time. Between work and streaming, barely have time. But congratulations on being featured on Jingles. Have you seen my replay on Jingles? Where I played Shiratsuyu and got a Kraken in it? So that's it. That's the game. I mean, makes sense. But this is why this boat is stupid OP garbage, especially for ranked. And if you guys haven't picked it up yet, pick the damn thing up. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna fast forward because obviously, as you said, it's just you guys literally chasing the Jaeger around. Which doesn't lend itself well to replay analysis. You've seen most of them in the past 10 years? Cool, so you saw that one, huh? Our Kexarge stopped spotting him. LOL. It is extremely broken. Your Neptune can't do anything to it unless it's full broadside. Or you can get some torpedoes on it. You can do conga line torpedoes. That's about it, though. Alright. 177,000 damage. Thehujam, I'm glad you were able to be here for us to cover your replay. But I think the replay speaks for itself. Not much to talk about other than just healing a little bit earlier there. But whatever. Yeah, don't go broadside. Don't ever go broadside to a VJJ. Don't. But yeah, nice battle. Let's get the replay render going. But yeah, I find that the buffed AP skill is very handy in this boat. It's because you're almost always shooting AP. In this one, we didn't see the use of outnumbered at all, but I can see why Thehujam might feel that that's very handy in this boat. Yeah, exactly. They're 4.6mm guns, Andrew. They do not care about your bow-in, angling, whatever. You'll do the 20k points if you have time to fire up that game. Vaco, I do not have room for cover my replays. I'm out. Completely done. Today's the last day for replay analysis. Matter of fact, we had to get Big O to give up one of his spots so we can cover this one. And then that forced me to raise my my channel point prices. Now, this is a great replay though. It does show the state of the game, right? It shows ranked and its glory. The fact that everybody completely ignored you, Thehujam, is just wild. Absolutely wild. I mean, the only person that cared about you was the Jaeger, but he couldn't do anything with you once you decided just to leave. Titles, guys? What are we gonna title this to go to YouTube? What do you think? What do you think? Yes. Vyazma and Valpo. Only missing a Michelangelo for the full lineup, pay to win gold ammo. Vyazma? What Vyazma, right? Seriously. I don't know. I could... comedy, I think, is fine. I think we just leave it at comedy. Russian bias? I think comedy works, but Russian bias isn't too bad either, Cthulhu. Either way, I'm not... Or sorry, I'm not. Jesus. Thehujam, thank you for sending the replay in. Really good way to highlight just how broken this ship is in ranked especially, and a lot of fun to take a look at. So thank you much.